All right. So in 2008, when the big crash occurred in the United States, I left the police force in 2005. And from 2005 to 2008, I generated millions of dollars. And then people were telling me about this possible recession. There were some indicators, and I just didn't listen to it. Lost all the money, millions of dollars in 2008. And there was this slowdown in Canada. And so bad news is I lost all the money. The good news is I made generated millions of dollars back again because there was a big crash in the United States. So a couple of days ago, USA officially announced the recession. Canada has not yet announced that. And if you go back about 3 months ago, when I just said both of those countries, there's a recession already. It's just that people are going to announce it down the road. I don't have a crystal ball, but one of the things I do like is to see evidence. I like to see evidence of what is coming down the pipeline, not what has happened in the past necessarily, although that helps to study what could happen in the future, not necessarily what's happened. But the point is looking forward to what could happen from the evidence that is there in the market. And today it's so easy to find evidence online, reports online, and things that you can hear. Now, who you listen to is very, very important, obviously. So I wanna just simplify something that is very, very complicated. First of all, when that happened, somebody asked me, well, what is a recession? What does that mean to me? And technical term we all know is that 6 months of GDP declining. Okay, basically we're not doing as much business as a country as we were, and if it declines in first quarter, declines the second quarter, technically there is a recession. But we are going to go beyond that, right? This is going to be global, and I believe, in my view, that biggest crash is coming in the near future. Okay, I believe it's going to be bigger than even 2008 that happened in the United States, and that I mean in Canada, in the United States, and also globally. Recently, I was talking to one of my mentees, and I was mentoring him, and we talked about how Brampton, which is the adjacent city of Toronto, average house has gone down by about $350,000. Mississauga about $400,000, and there are a lot of people who are building houses, people who bought houses. They're stuck. I was talking to a lawyer yesterday, and the lawyer said there's so many requests to move forward, so many cancellation, so many people can't get mortgages, and all that stuff is happening on the inside. So what is a recession for regular? What does that mean for regular people? It just means it's going to be really, really tough financially for high majority of people. Simple as that. Your money's not going to go buy as much stuff as it did before. Your monthly mortgage fee or bill would be a lot higher unless you locked it in. And also the biggest point is the emotions that are about to come, where people are not going to be able to afford to buy your house if you're trying to sell your house for the similar price, because they're not going to be able to, it's hard to get the mortgage. And also when they do qualify for the mortgage, the interest rates or the monthly fee is $500, $600, $1,000, $12,000 per month more than it was just over 6 to 8 months ago. It is really crazy. We're going through some interesting, uncertain times through post-COVID, and a lot of people are still hoping and praying that nothing happens. So what do you do right now? And because remember, recession, we talk about a technical idea, but recession, it means it's going to be very, very tough for a lot of people. A lot of people are not going to be able to send their schools to college or students because the price has gone up, or the value of the money has also gone up. We know that inflation has been crazy high in Canada and in the United States. It just basically means that our money value is being burned up. We can't buy the same education, same food, same services as we used to do before with the same amount of money. It's as simple as that. If we don't have jobs that pay a lot of money, by the way, a lot of people are losing jobs, and it's more coming down the pipeline where more people are going to lose jobs. So if we don't have jobs, we have no income. If we have no income, we're not going to buy a lot of stuff. If we're not going to buy a lot of stuff, GDP goes down, right? It's already gone down in the United States officially for 6 months. Canada is going to announce very shortly. We already know we're in recession in Canada as well. Now, is this happening everywhere in Canada? Everywhere in the United States? Of course not. There are a lot of places. And so, what should you be doing right now? So, first thing, educate yourself, everybody. Please educate yourself. Here's why. Majority of the people are going to lose money. Some people are going to make more money than they have ever made. We know most millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires come out of bad times. But majority of the people have to lose sometimes their life savings, everything they worked for, bankruptcies, everything goes up for that. And this is not a pretty picture for regular people. And then they're the insiders. They end up making more money than they ever did. So what should you be doing right now? First, educate. Very, very important. Number two, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself by looking at your statement, how much money's coming in, how much money's going out. What if the monthly payments go up? Your grocery bills go up, your gas bill goes up. Well, thank God they've come down a bit. Your renewal is coming up, and all of a sudden you have to pay $500 more. Can you do this? Prepare yourself. Don't just hope things will be fine. And next is attend events. This is kind of biased because I put up big events. I put up one of the top events with some of the amazing people on the planet. But if you ask me after leaving the police force, which are the two things? One is the people you meet and the events you meet them at, right? Very, very important. In fact, I'm flying to Miami. I'm going to be on an expert panel in front of hundreds of potential investors talking about this kind of stuff. So educate, prepare, attend events. Attend paid events if you're able to afford it. Attend paid events and buy the most expensive ticket so then you can network with the people that are investors, partners, potential joint venture partners, and build those relationships. Now that we're talking about relationship, that's the next line. Relationships. Start building relationship with investors, center of influences, people with money, potential cash buyers, people who, your coaches, your mentors, people who have access to good deals. Start building relationships with the insiders right now. Don't wait. If you wait, you still probably would do okay. But if you prepare and you do it right now and you build relationships right now, it's going to help you when the market crashes. Imagine this. You have prepared your relationships. You know some of the builders. You know some of the investors. You have attended events, and the market all of a sudden crashes to the point where you go, okay, I'm ready. Well, that is now next thing, which is line up your money. When I say line up your money, I don't mean your personal money only. Of course, you can go out and get yourself a line of credit. Many years ago, when I shared stage with Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad in Japan, he said in 2008 he made more money than he had ever made all of his life before that. And this was not commonly known at that time when he shared with me, which is he lined up his $300 million of line of credit at that point. Not suggesting that you go out and you'll be able to line up, maybe you will, $300 million. But the point here is line up your money, your credit, your line of credits, low interest credit cards. I know it's hard to believe that you can actually use that for that, which a lot of people have done. But also investors, cash buyers, center of influences, people who have money. It's so important to line that up right now. Even if you've never done it before, start doing it right now. These are some crazy times. More crazy times are coming. More people are going to lose money. Less people are going to make a lot of money. Interest rates are up. They're going to keep going up. Inflation is high. Even if they tame it a little bit, still historically really, really high. The real estate market is going to continue to go down. And again, no one has a crystal ball. But like I said, we should have had crash 2 years ago, right? We all know that. Even before COVID, we were talking about market just keep going up and up and up for so many years. And we were talking about crash coming. And then pandemic hits and magically the money printing started. People started getting free money, the stimulus checks, and fake economy started. We all know that. And we were all wondering, at some point, how is this even possible? We now know that it was to save and protect the economy. but it didn't save forever. It's a temporary fix. The big crash is coming. And while no one has a crystal ball, neither do I, you look at the evidence and you prepare for it. Let's say we're wrong, that the crash doesn't come. Even if you still do this stuff, prepare, educate, meet the right people, line up your money, and build those relationships, you'll still do better. Don't do what you've been doing during the times when the market is going up. See, when the market is going up, everybody makes money. So people blindly buy and all that stuff. But when the market crashes, that's when high majority of the people wipe out sometimes the entire life savings, because they bought a pre-construction property, or they bought property that was $400,000 more, and now they can't afford it, and they can't buy properties because they're not connected, they don't have money. So during the crash, how did I buy hundreds of properties when the interest rates goes up? Well, simple. You line up your money, and then you walk in where there's big sale happening. If mall has sale, everybody runs. When real estate has sale, most people do go away. In fact, less people attend the real estate mall during the crash, which doesn't make sense, right? If the prices go down, why doesn't most people run to the mall, real estate mall, to buy that stuff? It's just the fear. It's a fear factor, and most people will. Now imagine, market crashes, not many people are buying properties, there's a lot of fear, and not many people want the property. You walk in there, and there's 100 properties, and there's only 5 people who want to buy those 100 properties. You will get better deals. It's just the way it is. People are not going to be able to afford. Recession officially in the United States here. The United States raised the interest rate by 0.75% again, 3 days ago. Canada is expected to raise interest rate again after they raised by 1%. And people are still wondering, are we still going to not have a recession or a crash? Bad times are coming for majority of the people. Good times are coming for the inner circles. Most of you know that I run one of the top elite real estate clubs in Canada and the United States. It's called Private Investment Club. And the purpose of that is that you build those relationships, start preparing, educating right now. Why? Because when the sale happens, you're going to be ready mentally, you're going to know what to do, and you're going to have access to money. Those of you who are members of my club, you'll have access to our money. You'll have access to millionaires and multimillionaires in our club who are ready to invest because they realize that when the market crashes, they're real investors. And during the recession, most millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires are born out of bad times, and majority of the people end up losing money. So I want to do something very special for you, and that is this. I wrote this book, spent 500 hours during pandemic. It's called Science of Getting Rich. It's an updated version of the original book written by Wallace D. Wattles in 1910. I wrote this book. Then I recorded 20 videos and I recorded 20 audios. And what I want to do is I want to give you the entire money-making system of the book, the videos, and the audios absolutely free as my gift to you. It's a digital access, obviously. And I want to gift it to you because I want you to educate. I want you to prepare yourself because financial devastation is coming. But in this book, we talk about it. How do you do this? During the bad times, most people make money. So how do you do that? It's in here. So I want to gift it to you. Somewhere along in the video or in this area, there's going to be a link for you for a limited time to download the entire gift for free. I want you to have it. And then I want you to check out privateinvestmentclub.com. And if you got value out of this video where I took something that is very, very complicated and then simplified it for you, subscribe, hit the bell button. If you didn't get the value, don't do it. If you did, do it right now because I'm going to continue for the next 6 months to 12 months to add huge value to let you know what the insiders are doing, how to attract good deals, how to get access to money, and what to do next during the coming financial devastation that should be spread all over the world. All right. All the best to you. Take good care. Bye-bye.